Well, cheers, everybody, and welcome to New Brew, episode number 41. Show off my side beer tonight first. Got Munchie Days. This is a Branch and Blade Brewing Company and Mast Landing collab.
Cheeseburger.
I don't have any like super cheap beers. So I neglected to pick any up, so now I just have to drink my crafties. So for panel tonight, we introduce them. We got miscellaneous brew reviews.
Cheers.
Alex, the beer master.
Welcome, everybody. Cheers.
I thought you were going to say welcome to my channel. All right.
No.
East Coast LQ reviews.
Cheers, guys.
Beer man.
Cheers. Cheers. Sorry.
TM75 and Dave.
Beer.
Hello. This
There's a
man.
beer.
Here, sit down and say hello. Hello. There he is. Hello. Cheers.
Cheers. And we have Dan, who's the other half of FLX beer reviews.
Hey, gang.
Myself, BuMpY Road, and cheers to our chat tonight. We got 6 watching. Nobody said anything. Hey, Finru's first. Cheers to Finru. Home Brewing. March, how are you tonight? All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this show started with a sip. It might be a long one. We do have a large panel. Let's get it going. Miscellaneous.
Cheers, everybody. All right. So, yeah, I got a local Florida product. I don't know how this company's doing right now. They're on the West Coast. Unfortunately, this is a Big Top Brewing Company. They're brewed and packaged out of Sarasota, Florida. So, I didn't look good. This can has no date on it. It's got the legendary blue dot. Yeah, so this is their pumpkin stillskin. It's a pumpkin ale. It's a fairly large one too. I can't remember how strong. This is 8.9%. I've had a couple beers from this company. They make a coconut porter that I like. Let's go ahead and pour it up, see what it looks like.
Coconut.
Love this pumpkin, Alex.
I know, but you said coconut porter too as well. I like my coconut.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyways, so yeah, it's a nice dark amber color. It's pretty effervescent. It's got a chill haze to it. I wouldn't call the clarity of it brilliant. It's got a nice off-white one finger head, pretty tight knit, frothy looking. Yeah, looks pretty good. Very, very effervescent. Yeah, let's not show the dirty part. Anyways, on the nose, there's a nice pumpkin nose on it, almost like, it's like Libby's pumpkin, the pie.
Oh, the pumpkin can.
Gray, yeah. It's got that kind of pumpkin nose on it. Cinnamon's light, good little kick of nutmeg, and a slight like vanilla. Yeah, that's it.
That's my
Tired of saying Dan's thing. I feel like I was ripping him off. Yeah, doesn't smell too bad. Let's get into it. Cheers, guys.
Shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
That's any good?
Oh yeah, and it didn't smell boozy for being almost 9%. Light-bodied, medium carbonation on it. It's crisp, dry, like finish. I definitely get pumpkin flavor. I feel like that they went a little too hard with the nutmeg. A little more cinnamon. I think they might have messed up their spice ratio. Other than that, really no off flavors. Easy drinking. This being, like I said, 8.9? I thought it was going to have a bit more of a syrupy body to it, but not so much. Lingering pumpkin flavor. Slight bitterness, actually. Kind of sneaks up on the tail end. It's not really too grassy or bitter. It's not too one way or the other. It actually kind of balances out the bit of sweetness. Not bad. Not the best pumpkin beer, but I can tell you I've definitely had worse.
Like Shipyard.
Let's not talk about that. Cheers, guys. Yeah, left a good lacing though. Pretty looking beer.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was not expensive. It came in a 4-pack. My wife bought it for something. It's like I'm taking one of those. So not bad. Probably $10 for the 4-pack, something like that. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers, Mr. Lance. Thank you. Hey, next up we have Alex, the beer master.
Thank you, Legendary BuMpY, for letting me join, my brother. Appreciate you. All right. Today, we got a New Jersey beer, New Jersey Beer Company, and it is a pumpkin pie. I think it's a malt liquor, I think. That's what I heard. Anyway, so I've never had this. Looks like a real pie. The picture. Looks beautiful. Let's see what it smells like, tastes like. All that wonderful things.
Now that's being late, Dan.
That's late. 7 minutes, Josh. Jesus.
I don't
New
like. I was seeing who was on panel first, to be honest with you. Before I almost didn't come on because I saw Dan was on here. So.
All right. Well, then we'll have to explode. That's what that looks like. Nice Alex the Beer Master head. I mean, God, we're gonna have to wait a few minutes on that one. Jesus. I think it's because I was like being a little rough on it. Because I was like showing you and then I went like this and then I think it shook a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. It's going down pretty quick. All right, perfect. Pour this up a little bit more. All right. So now it's 2-finger head. So that color looks beautiful. Kind of like a copper color, pumpkin color look to it. Looks pretty darn good. Now, this is definitely a malt liquor because I believe this is a malt liquor. That's what I heard.
Where's your ski mask?
Where's my ski mask? Oh, BuMpY, you're bad. Appreciate you. So yeah, let's get into the smell and all those wonderful things. Let me pour a little more. Smells like a pumpkin spice or sweetness or something like that. It smells pretty good. So let's see what this tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
The mouth feels very tasty too. Very, very a little bit of thickness to it. Not like a, not like a Drecker thickness, but it's a thickness. Like a nice creamy mouthfeel, kind of like. You taste that nutmeg. Sweetness. Let me see here. Yeah. Tastes a little bit of nutmeg. Tastes a little bit of seasoning, pumpkin season. Again, you get all these flavors because if you actually eat the actual pumpkin gore itself, I say this over and over again, it's not going to taste like pumpkin because it's going to taste plain. I think Legendary BuMpY has said that a couple of times, and I've said this a couple of times. If you get all the spices, you'll get the pumpkin flavors the way you want it. But if you just eat a pumpkin without those spices or the vanilla or anything, forget about it. It ain't gonna taste so good. So, it's like squash. If you don't put stuff in it, like spaghetti squash or anything, it won't taste as good. I don't think. I don't know. I know for a fact that pumpkin will not taste good without the spices. Yeah, kind of hard to explain, but it's mainly just nutmeg, a little bit of sweetness. Kind of feels like has an apple taste to me, or at least an apple feel. Like an apple cider kind of feel, if you know what I mean. Pretty cool, but it should be pumpkin. It tastes like pumpkin, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, you get all that spiciness. I swish around my mouth a little bit. You get all that spiciness, the vanilla flavor, which it would be the nutmeg and stuff. The mouth feels nice and thick too. It's not watered down. I'm gonna shut up. I guess that's what it's time for me to do. But I love you guys. But no, this is good. Trying to explain it, it's kind of hard to explain. Sometimes I can explain it easier. Sometimes I can't. It all depends on the brain. So if you can get this, please do, and let me know what you think. It's very tasty. Great flavor, though. I don't taste any crust or anything, but this is what it is. Because I had a cherry pie beer at one point. That went right through it. It was really good. You can taste the cherry, the crust, everything. All right, time for me to shut up. Let someone else talk. But I'll give you a rating, stuff like that next time around. Cheers. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting me join.
Cheers, Alex. Sam Smalley has a dream.
Oh, that's what's the dream?
His dream is to one day hear that you describe a beer as clean, crisp, and crushable.
Well, it can be easily.
He wants you to say the 3 C's.
I like the creaminess. Appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much, Alex.
Anytime, brother. Thanks for letting me join.
Cheers, Alex. All right. Well, I'm glad Dan's here. I got this growler, Crafty Ales and Lagers. This was given to me by Dan over there at FLX Beer Reviews. So this is their Oktoberfest. ABV 6.5%, 9/18 was the canned on date. I have said this multiple times. This is probably one of the best slogans I've ever seen. Put some magic in your mouth.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Lagers. Pretty good. So yeah, this is these guys are out of Phelps, New York. I believe BuMpY had one of these crowlers too. What was the style you had, BuMpY?
31 ounces of trash. No,
Oh, the milk stout or oatmeal stout, something.
Well, I think Dan told me it was an oatmeal stout, but then after I started describing all the oaty feel on the palate and stuff, he says, "No, I think it's a milk stout."
But yeah, let's crack this open. All right.
You can't be allegedly BuMpY Tanner, because crowlers seem to explode when you open them up. There we go.
Good.
Chat's cutthroat tonight, boy.
30-ounce can. And put it into the 16-ounce can glass. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. Well, that's what happens.
That's what happened to me.
So it's got a khaki colored head. It's a copper in color. Nice clarity to it. A little bit of effervescence. Yeah, looks pretty good. Now I just have to wait for this head to go down.
Just drink it straight from the crowler. Not real, man.
Right?
Give it up there, Dan.
Dissipating kind of quick. It is holding some nice retention though. Lots of small bubbles, so tight knit head. Poured about a 4-finger head. Keep counting. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah, it's nice and frothy, kind of sudsy. It's actually a little rocky on top, I will say. But it looks like it's going to leave a nice lacing already. Aroma on this. There's actually a big roasty note. I'm getting dark chocolate, toffee, big breadiness. A little bit of like a lemony fruitiness, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe some dried fruits. It smells pretty good. For the most part, like I said, I'm getting a big like roasty, like toasted bread. But there's like I said, I'm getting like dark chocolate and some sweetness, and just like a little bit of like I say, kind of like a lemony grassy floral aspect to it. But yeah, it smells pretty good. 6.5%. It smells like your typical Oktoberfest. I'd say this one is a little bit more on the bready, roasty side, rather than like the sweet caramel or toffee side. Because some Oktoberfest could be like sweet malt bombs. This one is it's definitely hitting the mark for me. I do like a little bit more of the bready aspect when it comes to these Oktoberfest. But yeah, let's dive into this. So, cheers.
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 Cheers. Please be delicious.
It's actually got a little bit of like a creamy mouthfeel. There's a big breadiness. The sweetness comes out on the palate, definitely. Lingering caramel malt sweetness. Breadiness. Is actually I don't really get much of a there's a little bit of an astringency, so it's a little dry, but I'm not really getting any type of like floral hoppiness on the back end. It's actually a little bit of coffee, a little bit of like some roasted coffee beans, dark chocolate. It's I would say it's I don't know, it's kind of thin in flavor, but creamy in the body. So it's got like this creamy viscosity as far as the mouthfeel, but it does taste like the flavors are a little bit diluted. So I'm getting like that sweetness, but it's not like that overpowering, overbearing caramel malt or toffee sweetness. I'd say this one's a little bit more on the caramel, but the breadiness is there. It seems well rounded. This seems like an Oktoberfest I could definitely crush. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I like the fact that it's like it's pretty much like liquid toast with some nice sweet malts and like a nice crisp, clean finish. Like I said, there's really nothing offensive in flavor. It's got a little bit of a drying aspect, but it's not necessarily like astringent. Yeah, I like this one. Not bad. So next time around, or whenever we get to talking about ratings and stuff, or possibly some other flavor notes, I'll have at it. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see if we can finish the whole thing by the end
Oh,
of
I'm
the
gonna
show.
drink the whole beer. Ain't no doubt about that. I do gotta get a napkin.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. Thanks, Tanner. And up now is
Hey, how's it going? All right. Well, I saw Beer Hounds do this and I grabbed it. So this one is about a month old. It's a collab from Fremont out of Seattle, Fremont Brewing, and Half Acre out of Chicago. It's their Ectoplasm IPA. It's a 7%. 7%. Let's go ahead and pour it. I can't remember what his tasting notes were on this, but it is definitely West Coast looking beer.
Oh yeah.
Pour a finger. Nice rocky on the top. White head. Going for the nose. Floral, somewhat perfumey. grapefruit, little lemongrass. More of a floral. It has like a bready. There's a nice bready in there. White bread or something. Maybe a French bread or something. Floral's the big one though. Looking at it, chill hazed. You can see through. You can see shadows. Golden color, light golden, yellow straw. Let's say dark straw. Nice lacing. Go on there. Good medium rising bubbles. Cheers.
Cheers.
Prost.
Cheers, big man.
Cilantro.
Earthy. Earthy, malty. It does have a nice blend of good balance. Over a month, it's definitely kept its peace for sure. Leaving good lacing. Good. As far as like, let's go over body and mouthfeel. Body is medium body. Mouthfeel is somewhat soft. Does have a little lift to it, but it's not terrible. The finish is piney and bitter. Little grapefruit. I'm getting this huge bread bomb from the malt. It's a good bread bomb though. I like that. It's not grainy. It's not wheat like. It's very like almost. It's good barley. It's got a nice barley feel to it. That lemon. It's more of a lemon grapefruit. Lemon and grapefruit are the big ones. There's a slight piney, like dry, bitter pininess in the finish. It's a typical American IPA, a typical maybe pushing on the West Coast side for sure. With that piney, with that grapefruit, with the citrus that I'm getting. Very enjoyable to drink, very drinkable. Goes down very smooth and easy. No alcohol detected whatsoever. That malt is really nice. It's kind of like cereal. It's like you're eating cereal. It does have like a milkiness to it. It's that smooth. It's got like a milky smoothness. I'm pretty sure they didn't add like lactose or anything like that, but it just has that feeling, that texture. It's very nice. I don't get any other flavors. I'm trying to figure that one out real quick. Maybe a little tangerine, nectarine, more of a nectarine bite. Yeah. So good. I like this. Cheers. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, sounded good.
Cheers,
It's
man.
good beer.
Nice
beer, man. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, now we're on to two folks, two gentlemen.
Hello.
Greetings.
Cheers.
Well, hey, I'm Dave, so we'll start off that way. And the beer that I'm going to review today is going to be Punch by Treehouse from Charlton, Mass, and brewed in Sandwich, Mass, if I'm not mistaken.
I think these are probably brewed also in Charlton, Mass. They come from the sandwich facility, yes, on Cape Cod.
Fair enough.
There you go.
So IPA 6.9. So we're looking at something here exactly that's got kind of copious amounts of oats and straight up exactly selected with Australian Galaxy hops.
There you go.
So I'm curious as all hell exactly what's going to make up this entire thing. You know, it says that it's going to taste exactly right with pineapple, citrus juice, peach, lime, and passion fruit. So apparently this is completely and utterly off season while everyone's drinking their Oktoberfest right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, anywho, let's exactly pour this thing and see how we can do.
All right.
Oh, that looks really hazy there, buddy.
There you go.
That looks real hazy. At least in my opinion.
All right.
It's always the tease. It's always the tease.
Jeez.
All right. So I'd probably gauge that maybe about 2 fingers, right about there. So that's probably good enough. So it looks like someone just poured straight up like the pulpiest of orange juice possible in a glass. So let's just go from that one. So let's go for the smell and the aroma. It definitely smells like pineapple, like rich pineapple kind of off of it too as well.
Oh, I gotta look at the can. There's a pineapple on the can. There's the pineapple.
Oh.
That's a barrel of interesting things too as well. It is,
Oh, cheers! He took a drink.
well, I didn't want to talk about pumpkin pie so much.
Okay, right.
No, exactly. This thing really does taste like a summer drink in the worst way possible. I mean, definitely can taste a lot of like pineapple. I can taste exactly a lot of like just passion fruit in the worst way possible for it. So rustic's something I'm really picking out of this too as well because it is extremely hoppy, which is kind of amazing actually to it. I don't get the peach out of it. Lime, yes, I do. And
Lime, okay.
That might kick into it a little bit more like it's kind of like bitterness almost a little bit.
Hey, Dave, is it very creamy?
You're talking about the mouthfeel there.
Well, not really creamy at all. That's the first thing I'm going to say right off the bat. I would say this is kind of like, as it kind of looks like an orange is full of pulp, and actually it's smooth actually for it. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think basically what's can I give us a grade too as well? Probably.
We'll get back to that soon enough in this program.
Well,
That's what the luxury Eric has.
Okay.
All right, Tommy, bring out the heavyweight.
Switching cameras. Angles here. I'm gonna do the more treehouse. Somehow I've never had a King Julius, so here we go.
How the heck have you not heard of King Julius?
I don't know, so there we go. Hey, good enough time as any. Now they're in 12-ounce cans. You get a 6-pack of this stuff. 8.2%, and this was canned on the 12th of September, and this is the back of the can kind of tells you what flavors you're gonna get, but I will figure that one out on my own, I think, for a review.
So about what, 2-3 weeks old?
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good.
One ain't too bad.
No.
King Julius, though, that sounds actually mighty interesting. I wonder if it actually compares a little bit to the Julius originally.
Amped up version A.
Or was it like a Julius with turbo or something like that?
It's vivid citrus. Yeah. King Julius is an American double IPA brewed to be an exceptionally flavorful, juicy, and hop-saturated beer while never tiring the palate. Okay, sure. All right, here's what this thing looks like. It's super, not the best camera here, but it is super orangey, definitely. It looks a lot darker orange than it does on the camera here. It does have a nice 2 1/4 maybe finger head. I don't see any real chunks of sediment yet. Although I'm not in the bottom of the can quite yet. There's a little bit left. But in the nose, in the nose, it's very similar. If you've ever had the Julius from Treehouse, it's very orange Julius from the shopping mall. Definitely. There's definitely white bready notes. There's definitely tangerine and citrus for days, obviously. There's a little bit of a dank note in the background. There's a little bit of an oily resinous in the background note from the hops, a little oiliness. There's not really, maybe there's a little bit of like a candied sweetness, but not a bunch of that. I'm not detecting the 8.2%, but let's see how she drinks. Cheers.
You got to tell me exactly how that kind of plays that versus the Julius originally.
Versus the Julius?
Yeah, straight up.
So to me, this is even more orangey in its notes than the original Julius. This has a really big, full orange Julius smoothie kind of taste from the orange Julius at the mall, or if you've ever been to Dairy Queen that now has, I guess, their corporation owns the orange Julius. So there's a little bit of that sweetness that's remind me of like a candied orange, but it's not quite that sweet. The sweetness is in the background. It lies nicely with the white bready malt. There's an apricot or like a little bit of a fruit jam on some white bread toast there.
Any bitterness to it?
There's some of the bitterness at the very end of the finish before it dries. There's a resinous, oily quality to it. It's super dry, super quickly, so it's really inviting you to come back into the sip. The finish, even still now, has a lot of the resinous quality that's sticking around towards the back of the palate. It's crisp, it's clean, it's fairly clean. I mean, there's a little bit of a hoppier finish, so if you aren't enjoying that while you're drinking this beer, but I would say fairly is it clean, crisp, and ultra refreshing. This is pretty good, and nowhere am I detecting that this is a 8.2 or anything remotely double IPA. So
it's a trap.
It's a trap. Watch out, danger. But awesome beer, good stuff. Dave and I will sit back and think about some scores. Cheers, everybody.
Keep cracking the boys.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit back and think about nutmeg.
Ooh. Who's nutmeg?
Pumpkins not tasting like pumpkins.
Oh.
All right. Bringing up Dan.
Legendary Dan.
All right. Alex, I'm sorry I don't have a fruit beer, buddy. But I do have a beer from the Fidens Brewing Company. This is Illuminating Serenity. And this is a double India Pale Ale with Galaxy, Citra, and Strata.
Nice.
It was canned on 9/21, so we're not even 2 weeks old.
Oh, I think I got that one in the fridge.
Yeah, so hopefully it's not completely green. Hashtag proper glassware.
Ooh, it looks
Somewhat.
No, I didn't pick that one up. So this will be interesting.
All right. So pouring out, I mean, on camera, it comes off pretty vivid, bright yellow, orange. In person, it comes off pretty much the same, maybe a bit duller. Head is completely compact. Got some bubbles up top, but it's shaving cream. It looks thick. Looks like a nice creamy IPA, Alex. So yeah, it's a good whiff.
That does look like a New England IPA, even though it's the West Coast. I don't know. It's confusing.
Definitely not an EQ. Definitely not.
No, but Dan, it looks like a New England IPA, even though it's not.
I think it's a New England IPA.
Who said it was a West Coast?
I thought Dan said it was a West Coast. That's why I said New England IPA, because it looks like it's New England IPA.
We're off the rails.
Sorry, Dan.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
It doesn't look oxidized.
It does not look oxidized. It smells like just that melange of tropical citrus just sitting in that bottom of that fruit bowl with all the juices just coming together. That's what it smells like, with a nice like vegetal kind of greenness on the back end. You can almost smell a little bit. It smells like a little malty, but like bready cracker to it. Does smell like there's going to be a little bit of hop burn, but we'll find out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
I don't think I said, but it's 8.2 ABV. And this is the mouthfeel is just it's a heavy beer. It's a just heavy, thick, creamy and airy kind of mouthfeel to it. You know, they don't say if there's lactose in these, but one has to wonder. I don't know how they're achieving this amount of body and mouthfeel based on just, you know, traditional oats and all that jazz. Comes off, there's some hop burn to it. I feel like I wish I sat on this can a little longer, but I want to try it fresh as well. So I'm kind of like a catch-22 kind of situation. But yeah, the tropical fruits are kind of being masked by that vegetal kind of bitterness, but that's okay. Like I'm at a point where I want my juice bombs to have a little bitterness. Like I'm beyond just that straight sweet citrus juice with like no bitterness. Like, don't get me wrong, I love, you know, one every now and then. But yeah, it's a very robust kind of flavor. There's almost some strawberry and like a melon, maybe a little bit of peach kind of poking through. It's been out of the fridge this whole time since the beginning of the panel, so it's definitely warmed up to a pretty good temperature. Yeah, so far I really like it. I just know what this beer could have been, though. I've had this experience with Fidens. It feels like with Fidens, you got to let them sit for like a month, and they're like the prime time. I know that's terrible. Like some people are like, no, you got to drink beers fresh. What are you doing? I don't know. For the copious amounts of hops they put in it, I just feel like it needs time to just settle and come together like a fine chili that you would make on on a Sunday, how it's always better on like Tuesday. I feel like that's Fiden's IPAs in a nutshell. So, all right, I'll shut up. Won't beat that dead horse no more. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, yeah.
All right.
Oh, shit. Roll the window up.
Well, it's Josh. He's got to go. He's got to go.
You can hear it again, too.
Yes, we can hear it.
It's
Yeah,
done now. It's done now.
If I hold it like that.
Nope. Now we can't hear you.
You can't? All right. Anyways, other half, DMV, everything. This is a collab between Downtown Crown and Dominion. Downtown Crown's out of Maryland. Dominion's out of Virginia. You think it would be canned in DC, but it's actually canned in Philadelphia. Other half location, 8% ABV, Imperial IPA with Citra, Enigma, Matueka, and Galaxy, and Phantasm is in it. So, yeah, 8%. Black can out of Philly.
You're over there saying naughty words, Josh. Enigma.
Give it up.
Oh, that's what it's got in it. So.
Other half makes delicious beers. Wait a minute. He has that bowl. Don't you, Josh? You have that bowl, don't you? Bro?
Yeah.
You're a legend. Keep it up.
Alex had Alex pour. There you go.
Oh, that's an Alex Beermaster pour.
It's New England, Imperial New England IPA. They all look the same. They all smell the same. They all probably taste the same. So, tropical fruits, creaminess, candy, pineapple, passion fruit, grapefruit. Yeah, let's get into it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Did you just read a Starburst wrapper?
I did not.
Oh.
It's a New England IPA. It's got a creaminess to it, tropical fruits. ABVs mass pretty well, 8%. It's good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Please be delicious. That's all I gotta say.
Are you done?
It's delicious.
It's from other half. It's gonna be delicious.
You took so freaking long. Jesus, Josh.
Cheers.
Whenever will we do?
Yep. Speed it up. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
You legendary
You guys all gave me long enough to finish my side beer.
I think it's the legendary BuMpY's turn.
It is. And I probably won't take long either. But I do have to shout out Joe from Beer Patrol because he did gift this one to me with a few others when we were at Beer
Palooza.
Shit. Yeah, whatever the fuck it was.
Beer
Palooza.
BTP 22. All right.
Beer Palooza.
So I got this
Try to say your name.
collaboration between
Yeah, focus, please.
Mortalis and Ouzelfinch. There we go. It's called Das Yummy Bakery. Actually, maybe not. It's called Das Hydra. This can is sweating. It's been out for a bit. 7% ABV. Sour ale brewed with blackberry, raspberry, lemon, vanilla, granola, and graham cracker. And I've had stuff from Ouzelfinch. I've only had one beer from Mortalis that was at Beer Tuber Palooza 22. I've had this can recently just upside down. It didn't hiss when I opened it. Is that natural?
Well, it should be natural, otherwise it'd be nasty.
With hydras, yeah.
That beer looks very
Re-pour, and it's just thick, gooey stuff kind of coming out. I mean, it's liquid, but yeah, it's probably going to build a head now. So it's very purpley red, and yeah, let's go.
Stay in there. Stay in there. Oh, damn it. No cigar.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of smelled kind of funny. I was picking up on more or less the kind of graham cracker thing going on. It's like almost smells like sour milk and graham cracker. The fruits are there, but they're kind of hard to kind of pinpoint what it is. There's a lot of like graham cracker and like almost like it almost gives like a sour milk type aroma. But the flavor, once again, graham cracker. There's plenty of graham cracker in this thing.
Is it creamy, legendary BuMpy?
It's got a full mouthfeel. It's got some decent carbonation to it. It's more on the sweet side right up front.
Any creamy?
I am picking up on the blackberry, the raspberry, bit of the kind of, it has that kind of lemon bite to it. Without being too overly done with lemon. But I keep getting this kind of sour milk vibe on the back of my tongue. It's not very
sour.
clear. Yeah.
The milk part.
When I was a kid, we had I grew up in Maine, and there was the town I grew up in had a railway, and there was a thing. But anyways, for school when we were when I was in third grade, we did like the towns. We did like a towns week, old towns week. And we studied the history of the town, and there was a common item that was made for travelers that would come into town, and it was called sour milk cake.
That doesn't sound good, but okay. Sour milk cake.
Or sour cake, yeah. So it was made with sour milk, and that's kind of what this is kind of reminding me of, because it's got that graham crackery kind of cakey thing almost, but then there seems to be like almost a sour milk touch. So it's not like disgusting, but it doesn't really belong there. Did it say lactose is in this thing?
I was going to ask you if there's creamy.
Vanilla. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to say, legendary BuMpy, is there any creaminess into it? Like a creaminess, mouthfeel wise?
You are all about creamy tonight. What
Yeah, that's just me. I like the creamy stuff. You go spray and BuMpy.
Yeah, I don't know how I really feel about this one. Definitely like blackberry, get that the raspberry jive, a little bit of that kind of lemon thing. But yeah, it's that kind of, there's some weird sour milkiness. It might be from the vanilla. I mean, it is a sour. It's not super sour, but sweet up front. There is a sour kick mostly from that lemon touch. All right. I'll continue to drink on this. We're going to go. Oh boy. Belcher. We're going to, oh my God, where is it?
Free for all.
Okay. Yeah.
Free for all.
Free for all.
Yeah.
All right. At any point in time, you can say whatever you want about your beer if you're ready.
Well, guys, I'm going to say that this beer is very tasty.
I think I say you're signing off.
No, come on now, Chief.
Listen to his music.
And also, I forgot to tell you guys, it does have a little sourness too.
Alex, is it creamy?
That was creamy in the first.
Is it creamy, Alex?
I told you it's creamy earlier. I love you, Tanner. I love you. Keep it up, brother.
This beer is
Is it creamy? I want to know too.
Yes, it is. Well, at least the mouth feels like nice and thick. But no, I forgot to tell you that it is a little sour too at the tip of at the end of the palate too.
My car insurance by switching to Geico, and I can get a pumpkin beer.
Fucking hell, David. You got anything else to add to the conversation, David?
But no, this is a good beer. Very tasty.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Wow. I would say about this beer, like most of the Fidens that I've experienced, the more you get into it, that hop burn and everything, or you become more acclimated to it, and the juiciness just starts ramping up. And by the end of this, my palate's gonna be done. That's gonna be toast, like straight up. But yeah, it's still a damn good New England IPA, even though they all taste the same. Josh said so. But yeah, we still spend our hard-earned money on all of them, don't we? So,
Santa's here.
He knows Santa's in here. He knows Santa's in here. Watch.
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, his child does, yeah.
Well, bring him on in, legendary Dan.
Oh, no.
Well, no, he wants to hang out with Santa Claus. Let him hang out with him. Who cares?
Oh,
Wearing in front of the children now, like Santa Claus is here.
hey, have you been a good boy?
Say hi, Santa. Say wave hi.
Hi.
Wow. You tell Dad you love your room?
I got stuck in the chimney the other day. Big old beer belly.
Holy shit! I remember you.
Yeah, but I don't know
I was
how.
told to be here under the Christmas tree. I thought it was a fucking
Listen.
Damn.
I don't know how Dan's. How does Dan's son know that
Santa
he's
that
here?
pinched my weed.
Okay.
No. It was ho, ho, ho.
I think he
Come
left.
my ho 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 my
That was a
snake.
scary ho ho.
Whoa. It's
Whoa.
Listen, how does Dan's son?
genuinely
How does
funny,
Dan's
man.
son know that Beer Man's here as Santa? How does he know? Like, does he like see through the
Does he
door?
knows? He knows when he's sleeping. He knows when he's sleeping.
I mean, literally.
He knows you packed a fresh beer too as well.
I know everything.
That's creamier. It tastes great.
Crazy.
What about your beer, Dave? How's your beer?
Well, I think there might be a hole in my glass. I'm just saying that.
Cleaning the chimney.
There's still beer in it, but assess that.
You know,
You want to rate it, rate it.
here's the thing, Tommy. I was thinking about this one exactly out of a 10.
Yeah.
I'd have to probably give it a 7.
A 7 out of 10, okay.
And here's the problem too as well. I mean, there's a lot of fruit notes in this beer too as well. I'm thinking to myself, do I give this beer a shot during the summertime?
Fine. In the summertime, is that a better beer? Maybe.
I mean, I'm thinking. Because
Okay.
it could be like one of those like after work kind of beers, like mowing the lawn or some shit, But for right now, it's like,
All right, 7 out of 10.
I'm one say it's a B+ player,
Oh, as somebody in Louisiana you used to say.
but no, I'd probably comfortably give it a 7 right now. However, it is subject to change though.
All right.
So I think that's a good place for it.
Yeah,
Tommy, what you got going on there?
Yeah, the King Julius is going down really good. I shared it with a couple of family members that didn't really quite care for it, but I do think it's a ramped up orangey creamsicle taste from the normal Julius beer, and I didn't think about it because how did I miss the word creamy? But yeah, it has a nice creamy body and consistency. It's very smooth. I don't. No, I'm not on the website. I don't know what they use, but I would imagine there's a white wheat malt involved in this. I'm not really getting an oatiness or anything. No cereal grains, really, but I'm getting a nice, that white wheat malt, velvety smoothness. I like this flavor, and I like how dry it is. It gives you all the bitterness that you want. In the back end, it gives you all the nice bready notes and that orange creamsicle Julius smoothie kind of almost milky vibes to it. And then it's out of there and it commands you to want to drink more. And there's no 9.2. There's no 9.2. There's no 8.2% in this beer. I would have to give that is it better than Julius? I think it's on par.
So.
I don't know if it's that exponentially better. I don't even remember what I rated Julius. If I rated Julius a 94, then I'll rate this a 95. It's marginally better, but not really by much. But for this not to have much of any double IPA alcohol, it's pretty ridiculously good. So yeah, 95. Let's go with 95.
I was asked exactly like this beer tastes creamy. I'll say creamy again, creamy for the 4th time too as well. So if you're drinking home for it, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah,
For-
your beer is not creamy.
It's not
For a scale of creaminess. So if we made a scale of creaminess, we'll start with, I don't know, almond milk to cottage cheese to Alex. What would you rate it?
Keep it up, Mr. Dan.
Take water, that kind of
That's
Alex,
Alex.
this is full Alex level creaminess.
Ooh.
Obviously. Juicy.
But B+ player, exactly. This is not a Daniel Bryan too as well. This is not even close to even being an Undertaker.
We got like an A- range over here, I think, probably for the day. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, feel pretty comfortable exactly with that. But right now, I'm putting my thing at a 7 right now.
I
Very
just
good.
tell you how it is. When I say it's smooth and creaminess or thick,
It better be smooth and creamy.
I'm going to tell you how it is. I know that sounds weird, but some beers are like that. I'm going to tell you how it is. What do you want me to do? Lie to you? Lie
It's
to you?
not a dessert beer whatsoever. Too.
No.
I was fighting through this like left and right, thinking to myself, like, how do I really accurately define it? Because when I saw it on the can, it said punch. So typically, I kind of thought to myself, okay, it's probably gonna be red when I pour it out of the can too, as well.
Oh.
It's probably gonna make fruity notes too, as well, and a bunch of things too, as well. It did have fruit notes, but at the same point in time here, it did not go the direction I thought I was gonna go for. So I call it a pleasant surprise.
Yup. I think Tanner had a thought on the Oktoberfest coming up next.
I said Legendary Tanner.
I was gonna say, it seems Oktoberfest seems to be one of those styles that you can't do wrong, in my opinion. Some of them are like too sweet, some of them are too bready. Not too bready, but some of them are more bready than sweet. Some of them are more sweet than bready. It's one of those styles that, me personally, with my palate, I think you can't really go wrong. I like this one. I'd probably give this one in like the 90 range. I'd probably give this one like a 92. This one has like that toasty, roasty note, so it's like toasted bread, and like there's a little bit of like a chocolate. There's actually a little bit of like a slight hint of coffee in there. And the sweetness wasn't overpowering, but I was getting like a nice. Let me see.
Was it?
It's a caramel. Yeah, caramel over toffee. Sometimes you get toffee over caramel. I'd say caramel. Some of them are like candy bombs with the caramel and the toffee. Yeah, I like this one. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, Oktoberfest is a style that I typically. I don't know. Some of them I do like. Even the Sam Adams Oktoberfest I really enjoy. It's kind of a candy bomb. It's super caramel malt forward, but I still like that. But I do think that I prefer more of the breadiness and maybe like some of the, like I said, like the chocolate notes out of it. And yeah, this one's hitting the mark for me. So 92 out of 100 for the crafties. Oktoberfest, and it's pretty fresh too. So,
what's that say? Let's say BuMpy, Alex.
Oh yeah, it says Alex. The reason why most of your beers are creamy is because you hide them under your socks. No, I'm just kidding.
Keep it up.
It says the reason why most of your beers are creamy is because you drink 98% heavily fruited sours. James said he wants to see you drink a Helles lager next Monday. Make his dreams come true.
You guys are ball busters. Oh, you're a trip. I can't wait to meet you in person, Joe. You're a trip. You're just like Dan, a trip. So keep it up, both of you. I love YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to get.
I think I'm ready to disappoint Joe. He was the one that provided me this beer.
Oh, no. Don't do it, BuMpy. Don't.
The good things about it, I mean, it really does have this weird, like, pick this one up. Anybody out there, pick this one up. The Ouzel Finch and it says Das Yummy Bakery right in the front. Ouzel Finch and Mortalis with their Das Hydra. Pick it up and tell me that you don't taste sour milk. Because that's basically the main thing. The cool thing about it is, I always say this when people mention stuff. Dan and Mike from FLX, they've done it where they start. One of them will start saying, something that kind of reminds them of something that they've had in their childhood or something. Ridgeopolis has brought up certain items. Even Joe, the Bear Patrol, has brought up, it reminds me of like Cookie Crisp. He's drinking a stout or something, and it's something just kind of hits you, and it's like, yeah, it totally reminds me of something. So that's cool. That's a cool thing that it actually brought me to a time and place in my childhood where I got to taste sour cake, which is made with sour milk, from the town I was growing up in, and it wasn't super bad.
Can you get sour milk cake today, or you can't get that anymore? Legendary BuMpy.
I don't know. It was specially made. Somebody's mother. I was a little kid, so somebody's mother found the recipe and made it for the class.
Oh, you'll have to try to make it yourself, BuMpy, and see if you make it better.
I can probably look it up. I'm not a baker though. So the score I'm going to end up giving this one overall, once everything's said and done, is a 40 out of 50, which lands that as a good beer. Out of a 5 scale, that'd be a 4.0.
Nice.
So
That's about a B, I'd say.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
shit.
say a B?
Go for it, Brew.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that would be like an A minus, sort of, right? So my beer, the orange comes through more in the can. It's got a resinous lupulin pollen thing from the can. The Columbus hops with the earthy pine features well, and then the Talus hops come through, more dominant with that woody bouquet of flowers, kind of a lemon, orange, grapefruit, citrus thing. It's very balanced, though. A nice malty, barley breadiness, earthy. Just it's so nice. Even a month in, a good bitter finish with that pine, grapefruit finish punch. The balance is really nice. So, like I said, scored a 3.9 on Untapped. Scored a not available. I'm boring, Alex. And I got a 4. It got a 4. You got a 4 and a 3.52 on Beer Advocate from 2 different people. So there wasn't enough to get an overall score. I'm giving this a 92 out of 100. I think it's over good. It's just pushing over the good. It's kind of going into an excellent beer. It's not bad. Minimal excellence. So really good stuff, man. Right on.
Beer man, where can you get that beer? Out of curiosity, because that's a hell of a rating right there.
Probably just in his area, right?
I got it here. It's they brewed with Half Acre out of Chicago. So I don't. It's a collaboration. For a collab, it's really damn good.
Huh.
You know, usually you're getting really wonky beers from collabs, but this is really nice. The artwork's sick. You know, I just it drags you in, makes you want to buy it. So it's good. It's good. It really is. If you can find it fresh, it would be a lot better. So
If it
good
makes
West.
weight, man, it makes weight.
Yup.
Oh yeah, man, it's really good. 7%, perfect, in my opinion. So
Sounds like a breakfast beer to me.
oh yeah.
Breakfast beer. Yeah.
Oh, you like straight
Hashtag brunch beers.
Breakfast and
Nice early warmer.
legs and eggs. No, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
A brewery next to me, they always used to do kegs and eggs. It was
Yeah.
nice.
I mean,
they did a Bloody Mary bar. They did the whole. Everyone brought like a breakfast dish to pass. It was great.
Awesome. That's cool.
I'll take bacon, and more bacon.
Well, I don't know where Josh went, so I guess that means it's on me. So for this,
No creaminess.
pumpkin stillskin, huh? Awkward name. Just a little different. Honestly, now that it's warmed up on the aromas, it's got more of like a brown pumpkin dessert type loaf. You know what I mean? Not like more on the bread side, more on like a sweeter.
Like a creamy pumpkin
No,
pie.
absolutely not.
Keep it up, guys. I'm just
No.
telling you how it is.
There's no
Appreciate
cream in my beer, boys.
Appreciate you.
None.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the aroma's opened up a lot. Smells a lot better now. Just not coming through really on the palate for me. It's almost got like a powdery, chalky mouthfeel now that it's opened up. I just don't like there's that weird bitterness on the tail end. It doesn't really help it out. I wouldn't say it's an overly sweet beer. Maybe a little bit more malt backbone would have kicked it up a notch, but I'd stick this at like 85. It's I wouldn't send it in the mail to you guys, and I'm not going to buy it again. But this could be for some people. It's kind of it's drinkable. So that's it.
Eggs and eggs.
Well, me, I forgot to tell you as I've been drinking this. Does have a little stickiness on the lips.
Is it creamy?
Next time we hang out, Bumpy, I'm gonna give you a noogie for all the ball busting. I love you.
He's
I
going to
love
give you
you,
a cookie present,
I love
Bumpy.
He doesn't have any hair. It's gonna hurt real
I
bad.
know, I wouldn't actually do it though, because I would just do it like this. Just pretend. I wouldn't actually literally do it because that hurts. Just having fun with you, Bumpy. I love you.
I could do that.
But no, that is.
Get Alex
When I say creaminess, it means thickness, and you guys are allowed to ball bust me because that means you guys love me, enjoy my company. So that's all that matters. So, but yes, it does have that stickiness on the lips. Okay, time for me to talk about that.
Alex,
Yeah,
is it creamy?
Oh,
I love you, Beer Man. You're the man.
Josh.
I love Bumpy. I love
Just
Beer
kidding.
Man. I love all you guys.
Sorry
But
to interrupt you.
my rating is going
What's
to
up?
be.
I got my hands on one. The new label.
Oh,
I'll
other
give
half?
it
No, the new label, though. Remember we were talking about it?
Oh,
a
yeah,
90.
yeah, yeah.
A 90 legendary
But
Bumpy.
it's
Very
better
vibrant.
than
I
90.
don't
But
like the,
it's
I don't
not
like the
creamy,
Green City
man.
one.
Yeah, 90.
was
It's
the
not.
house.
It's not.
All
It's
the
not.
cream out of that, bro.
It's delicious, but it's not like a 100. Oh, I think I heard that. Saw that can before, not in person, but I did see that can before. The one that Legendary Dan has.
The broccoli.
So no, so the beer is good. I'll give it a 90. If you can get New Jersey Beer Co., regardless if it's Funky Beers or any beer, check it out. Let me know what you think, guys. That's all I gotta say. It's just very tasty.
Did you score it, Alex?
A 90.
90.
90.
90.
Good flavor.
I don't think I scored mine.
No, I didn't hear that.
Well, here's an answer to
That's
Ash's
just
question
good. We
about
don't know
how many midgets moved out of Alex's bed.
Give me a sign. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
You guys are trips. Keep it up. You guys could be comedians. Yes. You guys are trips. Hey,
There it is. That's
Keep
where
it
you
up,
get
man.
the copyright claim right there, Bumpy.
No, it's just a
Here,
bit.
man, here, man. No, I'm
It's
just
just a few
East
minutes.
Coast
It's just a few
disappeared, but he
seconds.
had a question.
Andrew.
Tanner, you had a question for the panel.
Legendary Tanner.
oh boy.
Oh, Tanner has a question for the panel, but Josh hasn't scored his beer yet.
Yeah, that's right.
About that guy.
I don't think
Doesn't matter.
Dan hasn't scored either. Dan, you go.
Okay, my score for the Fidens is based off the potential, and I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Nice.
Nice.
My beer had
I know
potential.
what you want.
too,
I have that one.
Like you said, I totally get what you said about that, man. Sometimes you just gotta let that bitch sit in the back of the fridge for like 2-3 weeks.
Sometimes you got to give it a strong paint.
Some of those beers are just
You
way
get
too
back in that-
fucking green, man.
Eric, you
need a
gotta.
little time.
I think the one I gave you might have the longest date. That one was super fresh.
Oh, I
mean,
could check really quick. Yeah, let me check really quick.
that one was like 9/19. The one I gave Eric. I think it
Oh,
was,
no. Nobody's had a beer. Was it
The Revenge and Doubt. That says
Miscellaneous had one from a year that hasn't
9/10. Yeah, 9/10. 9/10.
You're about there. You're about there.
9/10.
I thought it was 19.
Oh, does it say 19?
Honestly,
It might say 19. Yeah, it might say 19. Yeah.
so with all the experience, like when it comes to them guys, so last year at Beer Palooza, we had a collab between Fidens and I want to say other half, but it was the Fidens brewed version, and it was literally like 5 days old, and it was just so green. It just wasn't pleasant. But we had another can, and then me and Mike let it set for like 2 months. And at 2 months, that beer was fucking banging, dude. It was
Wow.
delicious.
The one that BuMpy gave me, the Infamous, which was a Modest Man Fidens collab, that was really good.
I've had that.
So it was it was Fidens and Mortalis. Joe's right, correct.
Joe.
But yeah,
Get him.
I think they released their beers knowing they're going to be shipped out and traded. So they're like, it'll be 2 weeks before these hit the mouths of anybody.
Before somebody drinks it.
Here you go, Josh. I found it.
Oh shit, you found it. Fuck. All right, I guess I'll give it a score for mine. I mean, it's other half. It's shelfies. I'll give it a 92. It's pretty good.
I'm telling you, other half, the best shelfie in the game. You can't beat it.
We actually just got a big old shipment of Tilted Barn in, so I'm gonna check.
Never heard of that, let's say, Josh.
Josh, I got a cool concept for your Sunday show.
Look at that leasing.
Ski mask beer reviews. Everyone just has to review a beer.
Oh my God, 2 year trip.
Ski Mask Beer Bowl reviews.
Tanner Ski beer review.
There we go.
No, this one's pretty good. I mean, I like it. It throws me off because it's supposed to be the DC, Maryland, Virginia area gets brewed in Philadelphia, which I'm not complaining.
Hey, Sam, Dave and I would not go to any concert with the $17 wife and buy $17.
Oh, here we go again.
What were you gonna say there,
Zombie
Dave?
show.
Let's say, Josh, when you come by to Philadelphia, Mike, when you come,
I'm not a concierge.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta see.
we gotta hang out, so we gotta get this going.
Yeah, we're not too far from Philly, so.
No.
And you got that beer in your closet that I want to do a review with.
Oh, the Firestone one.
Hell yeah! Or any other beer you want to bring?
Public service announcement, BuMpy.
$6 PBR.
We've got a PBA. Wait,
so I'll bring some of those Hardywoods that I've been sitting on.
Hardywood.
Public
I'll
Broadcasting
drink them too. I don't give a damn. They're gonna get drink with you and me.
I got like a case and a half.
Does somebody have a question?
PSA.
Let's say Tanner does.
For the
Or
panel.
Josh, one of the two.
That's okay.
Is this
That thing's on, BuMpy. It's working.
Hard.
BuMpy, just start muting people.
Woods Brewing. I love to try.
Use your power. Wield it. Dominate.
Yeah, wield your power. Dominate the power.
Tanner, question.
Waiting for BuMpy.
He's waiting for you.
You want to bring me up?
Oh no, Dan! I thought you were going to ask.
Oh, my PSA was that Tanner wants to speak. That was.
Oh, okay. I thought you actually had like a question you want to ask, like
No.
the real piece.
BuMpy, rate that thing a 2 and get it over on it or the Tanner.
I already rated it.
Great.
Yeah, a 40. But I did look it up on Untapped, and they're rating
Cream
it
cheese in?
4.4.
So here's the thing though. I've got Mortalis beers that have been curdled. So.
Oh, what?
Oh. So the sour
wow.
milk thing actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milk beer.
I mean, I'm not saying it was handled wrong, but I don't know what happened between
I don't
where
know
it's
what-
at when it came to the beer shop that Joe got it at.
Yeah.
Must
So
have
I
got
had,
confused with
basically, I had
Did it
carrot.
ride between Joe's legs on the way to New York?
Yeah,
It came with Joe.
Tanner, ask her a question. What is that?
For the love of God, Tanner, what's the question?
What's your question, Tanner?
What's the meaning of life?
Great
Tanner,
Tanner.
Like this, or you're going to bring me up like we normally do?
Oh, we're
I
gonna
don't
bring
know.
you up. Okay. God.
Look at
Bring
this
it
prima
to
donna.
Tanner.
He needs a big screen to ask a question.
Yeah, because he's
Well,
a
the beer that Dan had did have
platform.
cream cheese in it, so that makes more sense than thanks.
Tanner, just put up your pinky when he asks the question. You
All right,
Thank you, Joe.
we're gonna
There
bring
you go.
Tanner up. To
All right.
All right, so I was banned from asking questions for a while, so that's why I had to specify. All right, so my question for the panel tonight is, well, over here in New England, might be different for some other people. Is there a certain style or a certain adult beverage that you might start to drink a little bit more when you get towards like the colder weather? So,
For me, when I kind of look at this, I kind of think to myself, colder weather, I probably gravitate.
Not your turn, damn it!
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Hold
Eric,
on, David.
smack your bitch
Kill
up.
me.
He's already going.
Colder weather. Well, I mean, I drink styles all year round. I drink stouts all year round. I mean, not
Maybe
really, I guess.
like drink more often now that it's starting to get a little bit chillier outside.
Maybe more fruited sours or something.
Yeah.
Nah, not really. Like I said, I drink all the styles throughout the year, so I don't really.
That's very true.
I mean, I guess maybe stouts. Obviously, I'll go with that. But I mean, I drink stouts year round, so. And I drink IPAs year round. I don't really drink a lot of Oktoberfest or anything. Maybe some Marzens here and there. All the time. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that.
You're a
Marzen.
stout boy.
Marzen.
You're a stout boy.
But yeah,
Try me.
you know, it's like, oh, it's stout season now. Well, stout season is year round for me. I can drink it in the summer.
Hell yeah, brother.
Get a nice barrel aged stout in like a 90-degree weather sitting outside. Nice 18% or something, whatever it is. But no, I guess maybe Marzens. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really drink too many.
Fuck Marzens. Fuck Oktoberfest. Fuck pumpkin beers.
I don't want to hear anything down there. Cowboys fan.
Josh loves his red ales.
Yeah, I love my Roush beers. So how about that? Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll accept your answer,
Next.
Josh. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So the question was, is there one more time, Tanner? Say it again. Sorry, I'm spaced out.
All right,
Clear.
so
Take the marbles out of your mouth.
it doesn't have to be specifically beer. It was just when it starts to get a little bit cooler out. Is there a style of beer or a certain
Stout season all day, baby. Let's go.
Or it could be like whiskey or maybe some other liquor, brandy, rum, gin, any of that stuff. You know, you might start to alternate towards.
Stout season in the cold. I don't know. Winter warmers is another style that you want to get in the cool weather. I've had some really good winter warmers, barrel aged, non-barrel aged. I don't know. Usually, well, it really doesn't get cool down here. So I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely in for stout season in the cooler weather. This time of year is when stuff starts coming out. So snag it to hold. You know, that's pretty much it. Even though it's been the year of the IPAs for me personally.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
All right, we got Alex. Alex is going to answer the question.
Well,
read me, baby.
Well, in the summer I drink New England IPAs, but when it gets to the cold waters, I drink mostly all beer. But I also like to go towards the stouts when it comes to the winter. But yes, I drink a whole bunch of different beers, but that is my main thing as well when it comes to colder weather. Because even though I drink them all year round stouts, I still also like to go more towards those things during the colder months because they're delicious all year round regardless, but they also keep you warm when it's cold outside. Yeah. Legendary BuMpY. I don't know if you heard me, but. Oh, okay. Well, he left. So you heard me the whole time. Okay, well that's good. But yeah, that's what we did. That's what I like to do. I like to have my stouts all year round, but during the winter,
I'll be drinking the Founders.
I drink them more because they keep you warm and toasty. But I do like my New England IPAs and stuff like that in the summer. That's what we're going on for the winter. But yeah, stouts. Yeah. Cheers. Appreciate
it. Cheers, Alex. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Oh shit, it's me.
Yeah. I'd say BuMpY.
Hey, and hashtag the Beer Patrol. Join the panel off here.
Whoa.
That's right. Please do. Please do. I plan on drinking tonight. I've been kind of not drinking as much lately, but yeah, today was a day at work, so I think I deserve some more beer and maybe some
I
more
might
whiskey.
drink one more beer before I sign out.
But let's be honest. Alex just bought 8 cases of KBS Mackinac Fudge.
It's gone.
And
Nobody's
that's
going to get any
cold
now.
weather.
I only bought one pack, so I have to get more. So
He usually does it by the pallet.
That's a shit ton
I love you, BuMpy. Keep it up.
Maybe this is good.
Yep.
Yeah. Big impy boys.
So my answer to this question is, first off, I might start seeing more like there may be more imperial stouts, there may be more barrel aged stuff showing up. Maybe there'll be more barley wines, stuff like that. It doesn't mean I'm going to increase the amount of those that I drink, but I might start purchasing them and kind of store, kind of saving them, storing them away, stuff like that. So I might purchase more because it may be more readily available. What I'll probably end up doing, because we're coming into like the Christmas type season, and a lot of like the Belgian beers and stuff, that Christmassy spiced stuff like that. So I may end up drinking more like the Doubles and the Quads and stuff like that as we get into the winter months near Christmas, because that's when you get all those special Christmassy beers that tend to be Belgian styles. So that's my answer to it. All right. Where are we at now? Beer Man?
I think Beer Man.
Oh, all right. Well, honestly, I think it's kind of a gimmick. I drink all types of beers all year round. I think they try to push stuff at certain times of the year. And like BuMpy said, it's the time to collect those that you can age. I am specifically a West Coast or a New England style drinker of IPAs, but I do like stouts, porters, browns, ambers, you name it, man. Saisons, Belgians. I like everything every time. And I'm indoors all the time, so I don't really care about the cold. It doesn't get very cold here. It does. It gets like January hits like an icy stage for 2 weeks and then goes away. We're on the coast, for crying out loud. We are on the northwest coast, so it gets a little colder than like down south. But I don't look at it that way. Like I said, it's a gimmicky, it's sales pitchy. They're trying to make a sale out of their beers that they make in these companies, and it's the time to collect. So the IPAs I drink, I might go to a stronger IPA to, if it's a cold day, warm it up a bit, maybe. I don't know, but I don't really go that route. I don't do that. I just drink what I like. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really do. Just drink what I like when I want to. Yeah,
that's good.
And collect and age those beers for a while.
Hey, Beer Man, that's the same with me. But like I said, I'd like to
like a Pilsner in the winter, though. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, unless you're indoors and it's warm, you don't care. It doesn't matter. But,
you don't care.
Yeah, like whatever. But that's what I have, man. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Beer Man.
Good question.
Beer Man.
Oh, yeah. Now we got the talking heads.
All right, we'll go back to Dave over
Legendary Eric and Legendary Dave.
No, I'll let you finish.
I didn't even start, but I guess I really just drink what I like. But I like where BuMpy kind of racked my brain there about the. You seem like does seem like some more Belgian beers, like the Abbey doubles and the quadruples. Not that you can't find quadruples typically throughout a year, right? But I do tend to find that there's more quadruples and the Abbey doubles or these just like the Abbey kind of ales where they have a nicer spice component or they add a fruit component to them they're really kind of nice. And Imperial Stouts are good. I mean there's more of those options on the shelf, so you buy them. But I never thought of it that way, where that's actually the time to stock up and do the aging in in the beer. So that's a good thought. I'll have to remember that. But yeah, stouts, darker ales, and dark Belgian beers, definitely.
Well, Eric,
Yeah.
quick question for
Yeah.
you. So,
Yeah.
Part of the question, I know a lot of the panel members aren't necessarily.
You had one question. You used it up.
No.
Yeah, Tanner, save
You
it
had
for
one
next
question.
week.
It was part
That's
of the question.
That's it. You can't ask a double question.
Yeah,
It's like a double
I'll be
question.
drinking.
You
I'll
just
be
can't do
drinking
it.
some
You
special
can't do
Christmas
it.
waffle.
It was part of the question
I'll
that
answer
nobody
the
actually.
question, Tanner. There's no specific type of spirit or whiskey that I would drink in.
I know one thing we'll be doing.
in
eggnog.
winter months versus the summer months. Not really.
Okay. All right.
Aha.
I have vodka in
All
myself.
right, Dave, your turn.
I have vodka.
I think BuMpy hit a lot of the
Same question that nobody actually directed.
Yeah, no one actually thought of that. Yeah.
I mean, for me, exactly, I enjoy a good old Rasputin during the wintertime and the worst way possible. Imperial style like stouts and everything. However, I usually do find myself going to like the harder stuff. Usually, like more Scotch too, as well. Probably during the wintertime.
That sounds about you, yeah, with Scotch, yeah.
But no, things I probably stay away from. Usually fruitier stuff. Usually during the wintertime, I usually kind of gravitate kind of like towards away from.
Heavily fruited sour during a snowstorm sounds about wrong.
Oh, come on there, legendary Eric. I'm gonna drink that stuff.
Yeah. Unless you're shoveling snow, then you got to come and have an IPA.
No, it's called snow beers. You put the beer in the snow, the can in the snow. Come on, Chiefs. You know what I'm talking
The
about.
problem exactly is around here exactly is that you put your beer in the snow exactly, and it winds up coming basically more like a slush than anything was possible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want. Nice and cool.
I mean, you got two options: either shovel the snow or drink the beer as fast as you possibly can. So
Well,
we're actually
I
trying to do
shovel-
that. Well, it's actually with a beer called Mistopheles from I believe it was Boulder, Colorado.
Avery Brewing Company.
Yep. In Boulder, yeah. Oh my God, I died a horrible death that day.
Okay, that doesn't sound good to me, legendary Dave.
I mean, picture it getting a shot with steroids too, as well. Exactly, the can legit like death
Oh, a
too,
giant
as well.
Imperial Stout, yeah.
So, I mean, it was bad news bears. But no, the big things that I kind of learned over time and over so many years of beer drinking for myself is that, during the winter times too, as well, I enjoy there's a good porter, usually more Imperial style stouts too, as well, just because I enjoy the flavor in the worst way possible. And, if they have it, it's available too, as well, a good dessert beer. But yet again, it's always subject to change too, as well. What really defines a good like dessert beer exactly around like the holiday time. So for some people, it might be pumpkin pie. For some people, it might be something else like lemon meringue. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's always up to interpretation, I guess they would say.
Hey, Dave, aren't you the Dave that you have found me in my state, New Jersey, if I remember correctly?
Yes, I was living in New Jersey for a long period of time. Great memory.
Yeah, you do have found me here then. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. All right.
Yep.
That's not good.
Yep.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Central Jersey.
There you go. There's our answers.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Shit, I have a hole in my glass. I can get myself a new beer.
Okay, let's get a beer.
Better a hole in your glass than a hole in
Well, if
your
you ever come to New Jersey, Dave, I'd like to meet you, my friend.
We can come back to Jersey.
Yes, come back to
Yeah, if you come back to New Jersey, yes. If you come back to New Jersey, yes.
You're in north, south, or central?
South Jersey.
South Jersey? Oh, you're about 6?
Yes.
Near Philadelphia. Well, close to Philadelphia.
Hi.
What you got?
Dan, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Tanner, did you have any sub questions you wanted me to answer?
It was never a sub question. It was the
I
entire.
want you to talk about liquor
It was
instead
the
of
question.
Listen, Secret Squirrel. Stop double dipping.
It was the question in an entirety that nobody answered. It was.
Yeah. All right.
Is there a certain beer style, or is there another type of adult beverage that you possibly might
Tanner.
drink in the cooler
Tanner.
weathers?
Get fucked, nerd.
Fine.
Anyways, no, great question, Tanner. Seriously. I hate to fall in the majority of people because it's like as season changes, like the beer industry says, you must drink this, you must drink that, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what, in the fall when it starts getting crisp and everything, I actively seek out to avoid Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers and all that. It's my worst season. I hate this beer season. I just can't stand it. I don't like any of the beers that come with it. There's a few and far between. I'll enjoy if I'm drinking Oktoberfest, I much just prefer a fest beer. But come like wintertime, it's snowing and everything. I would say I that's when I ramp up my my liquor intake. I'll break out, my bottle of Jameson or whatever, and I'll drink some like Jameson and gingers or something like that. And that's also a cue in my head to like, if I bought, a few bottles of like a barrel aged stout, I'll just kind of, I'll drink one. Like, that's my cue to like that year. Okay. Let's say I bought a 4-pack of Bigfoot 2021, right? Every year, every January or whatever, I'll open a bottle or whatever. It's just kind of like my personal reminder system. So I use winter as the aspect. I mean, I still drink my, my other half shelf turds all year round because I need other half to exist. But other than that, yeah, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it's stout season. I get it. But you know what? Honestly, I enjoy a nice English barley wine as well.
Ooh,
during this. Like I'm that's when I'm like, all right, it's barley wine season. Everyone, stout season gets all the love. It's like pumpkin spice. They get all the love. What happened to apples? Apples got the bad rap. Apples was way before pumpkin spice. Fuck you, Starbucks. You know I'm looking at you.
Apples are
fucking
wrapped.
apple pie,
They're
son. I want apples. Fuck the pumpkins. But yeah, that's a rant. Sorry for swearing so much, but
was it creamy?
This time of season just really just gets under my skin when it comes to all this pumpkin spice
Hey,
bullshit.
hey, Dan, it's being you. You gotta be you. Don't be someone that you're not.
Alex, my personality is just creaming out of my brain right now.
There you go. Be you.
So,
Be you.
That's what we're doing. But to answer in short, Tanner, I dive into my collection of my barrel-aged beers, whether it be a stout, a barley wine, and that's when I crack open my liquor bottles. They're generally not cracked open during the summer, just because summer I'm just like, I don't want to get too messed up. I got things going on, and yeah. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, Legendary Dan.
Get fucked, nerds.
Instead of typing this in there, I'm going to actually answer this.
I love this saying,
Scratch says bumpy.
Josh knows about that. Get fucked.
I actually do hate apples because, and when I eat apples, they give me stomach cramps.
Legendary Dan.
Shout out to the Beer Patrol real quick. Beer Tuber Palooza, the maker of the Get Fucked Nerds.
Get Fucked Nerds and Tanner shoe removal service.
Oh my God! Somebody was
Tanner # Secret Squirrel. Just making sure all the booze are drank up.
All right. Now to answer my own question.
Wow. Legendary Tanner.
All right. So the aspect of the question was, is there something else that you possibly might drink other than beer or a different style of beer that you normally drink? So yeah, of course, stouts, barley wines would typically be the answer, or barrel-aged stouts would typically be the answer. I would dive into more barrel-aged stouts, more porters, more barley wines. But personally, when it starts to get colder, especially in New England, it gets friggin' cold. So I do start to kind of go back towards the whiskey. I do start to go back towards like the barrel proof whiskeys, bourbon, some scotches. I'm thinking about like, all right, so there's a blizzard. I don't have to go to work, but I do have to shovel my driveway. What am I going to be drinking if I want to sit at the house? Am I going to be drinking beer? Probably not. I'm probably going to pour up a nice barrel proof bourbon, or I'm probably going to pour up a nice smoky peaty scotch. So that's kind of what I look at.
But Legendary Tanner, would you put that whiskey bottle in the snow while you're shoveling? Because that's what you do with beer.
I want it neat. I'm not going to stick it in the snow. No.
The bottle in the snow to keep it cold.
Well, I don't put my whiskey in the fridge, Alex. So why would I put it in the snow?
Right. I surrender. I didn't know that. Appreciate you, Tanner.
A lot of tension in here tonight, boys.
That's kind of what I was getting at. Was is there a certain type of like, I didn't know if Bumpy might say like he might drink gin possibly in the colder months because it's a liquor, it starts to hit you a little bit quicker. and it warms you up faster. And sometimes, I don't know, beer in the wintertime, sometimes it doesn't really hit the spot for me. I do like to switch up to some harder liquors and stuff like that. But it was just kind of a question that I see that most of the people on the panel are more beer drinkers, so I really wouldn't have that aspect of it, and I could see the stout season, barley wine season come into play.
Yep.
I do start to drink a little bit more liquor, and hopefully when it does start, it actually has been getting a little bit cooler out. I've been wearing a sweatshirt to work.
Tanner, I drink more liquor when you do your Will It Mix show.
There you
go. That's a given.
But yeah, I do hope that possibly. And another thing is about the wintertime around here, especially, is like you said with the stouts, you start to see more bottle releases. There are a good amount of bottle releases for whiskey and bourbon that do get released in the colder months. And it's probably like what Beerman said. It's kind of like the gimmicky whole. More people are more likely to start drinking the heavier liquors and bourbons and peated scotches, so they start to release a little bit more products, because some may say the colder months are whiskey months, so that is when they tend to release newer products. And a lot of the stuff that I've seen lately has been the stuff that I've seen year round.
Okay.
You start to get, like, in the colder weather, you do start to see a little bit more of products, even in the beer industry. It goes both ways, where October they have certain different styles of beer, and then whiskey it starts to get colder, so they start to release more stuff. Whiskey summertime, they start to release more products that are a little bit more crushable, I guess you could say. If you ever thought of a whiskey being crushable,
I never even heard of a crushable whiskey, legendary Tanner.
There's some out there.
Okay.
But
definitely.
Yes, I'm answering my own question there.
Well, Tanner's always answers his own question. It's nothing new. He's done this before.
But yeah, like I said, it was kind of the aspect of what do you drink? Not necessarily what do you drink as far as beer, but what do you drink as far as when it gets colder out? I just kind of picture myself shoveling outside. I got to shovel the driveway. I might have a couple glasses of whiskey to get me going and just kind of sit back and relax, So, but yeah, that's it for me. Cheers.
And I'm still working on my Coke addiction, my Diet Coke addiction, that is.
Right. You gotta better than that.
Oh my God, BuMpy, you're awesome, brother.
So if you guys want to just go around, give any promos, or shout outs, however you would like to do it. I'm going to bring Beerman up. He's not constantly getting.
Well, Food Friday, we're going to be doing fish fillet sandwiches. Right?
Fish fillet and beer, all right.
Yeah, fish fillet. Huh? I bring the beer too, but I bring the beer anytime you want. Yeah, do that too. But yeah, so fish fillet sandwiches and beer, whatever. And also around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then we got Alex and friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30. So stay tuned for that. Looking forward to that. I don't know about Wild Card Wednesday. The legendary Eric will tell you about that. But beyond that, stay tuned for all those shows. Food Friday around, like I said, 8 o'clock. And Alex and friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30. And other shout outs. Don't forget legendary Richopoulos. He does beer reviews with his wife, his friend Bear, and his dad. Check that channel out. And also check
sometimes
out
by himself too.
And he also does reviews by himself too. Yes, thank you. Check that out too. So he's done that. I have to watch a couple more videos, but he has done some solo videos just himself. So check that channel out for Richopoulos. And then also check John and Ellie, known as Georgia Beer Reviews. Get your stouts on around 10:30 in the morning. Get your porters on around 10:30 in the morning. And if he does beer buddies, that's fine too. But if he doesn't, check out his beer reviews. He's been doing that as well. So
No.
So check that out. And if you don't know John and Ellie, just look up Georgia Beer Reviews. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Thank you, Alex.
Cheers.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Anybody can.
Well, he kind of gave me.
Anybody can fucking go.
He gave me the run play, so I'll run with it. I am going to be available this week to do the Wild Card Wednesday. I think the band's taking this week off for whatever personal reasons are going on within the band.
Okay,
so
next
I'll be
Wednesday.
available for Wild Card Wednesday, which is bring a beer, wine, or a spirit. Let's have some fun. And you probably all know this one, but the only thing I ask is do not be a douche. Don't be a douche. Any adult beverage really you want to bring. And I'm going to shout out Bourbon Bounty once again. He does his thing on Thursday nights. You'll learn something about whiskeys. And he may, like he typically does, do a drawing for if you might be able to put your name in there. He'll give you a hashtag. You type in the hashtag, and he'll put your name into the wheel. You might win a sample or two of some different whiskeys. It's a good time over there. Go check out Bourbon in the Van for some cool bourbon reviews. They do a 5-sip Friday, and they blind taste a sample of any kind of a whiskey. And in 5 sips on a Friday, they try to pick what the style is, what the distillery is, and what the proof is. So really cool show. And we all got YouTube programs. Check out everybody else on this illustrious panel. Thank you for your time, and thank you, BuMpy Road. Cheers, Bourbon. Go check him out.
Bourbon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I got really nothing really much to add on top of that one too as well. But I'll look over the hashtag Oxblood's Forge if you haven't had a chance to listen to them.
Oh, yeah.
If you have a chance to listen. I got a few this weekend too as well. I have Alice in Chains coming up on I think Saturday.
Oh yeah, you work at the local amphitheater. Yeah, Alice in Chains is there this Saturday.
So we over the Experience Center in Mansfield, and they're playing with Bush and they're playing with Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin.
Wow.
Nice.
Another day.
That's cool.
I gotta get a ticket for that.
And then after that, yeah, we'll get a week and a half off, and then I think we'll start getting ready for the 2023 NFL draft for next year.
Sweet.
So yeah, we got some football work to do.
Football. All right. Cheers, everybody.
So keep drinking them cool beers, guys.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Massachusetts.
Well, I'll go. Beer and Cheese Tuesday. It will be open mic, open panel. Bring what you want. 8:00 Eastern. Tuesday will be a Freddy Krueger theme. We're doing Halloween themes all month because it's Halloween time. So Freddy Krueger it up, and 6:00 it up too because that's what time it's going. And brewing, I just racked. That sounded terrible. Don't put that into porn words. I racked my IPA, and it actually tastes pretty good once it decants. It's got a lot of yeast in it, but the stout is going to be racked tomorrow. I still have to add vanilla to it. But other than that, I think we got something good. The efficiency was great on the brewing, so I do have a lot of learning still on my system, so look out for that. I'm actually editing my IPA review soon. Well, I started it yesterday. It's a long one, so look out for that in a week. It'll be a grain to glass. Beer a Day with TK. Check him out. Yes. Always putting up different varieties of stuff, and with his buddy as well. He has his buddy on there sometimes. And then Finru Home Brewing. He has Homebrew Happy Brew Day, Wednesday, number 16. Check the latest video out from him. And that's all I have. Thank you, BuMpy, man. Cheers. You rock.
Cheers.
So does the panel. Cheers to you guys.
Thanks,
Much love.
man.
Cheers.
I hope I don't spill that.
Well, I don't really have anything to shout out. I haven't been doing anything lately on my channel, so
You've done music, Legendary Andrew.
I'm just kicking it, goofing around on YouTube, just hanging out. Feel free to join if you want. Links usually out there. I don't know. There's a lot of shows, and there's in between. I can't make everybody's show. I just can't afford it right now. So like I said, I'll get back in the game. Things are moving in a forward direction. I'm actually getting better at what I'm doing at my my new job. So that's good. Things are on the up and up. Other than that, you can check out Leprechaun TV's. He's on Thursday night at 9 for the hot seat. Usually does an interview, barbecue banner, recipe swaps. He sells Uncle Steve's shake, I believe. Go check him out for the Uncle Steve's.
Uncle Steve's shake was what was on the brisket.
Hey, that's my name. Don't wear it out. But it's not my brisket.
Yeah, damn it.
Other than that,
Shout
out. Go check out Pat's Garage. I've seen he cut a couple new videos. He's always got some good editing and stuff. Smaller channel, but he does drink some different stuff. So, that's it, just at random. Go check out Ridge too. Good guy, damn good guy. Always in the chat.
Yes.
Cheers, guys. Get a nose on her.
Hell yeah.
Your Patrol. Cheers to you too, Joe. You've been coming around.
Heck yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Dash life as well.
Legendary Joe, Legendary Brian.
Forgot about you, Joe. Did you hear that, Alex? Forgot about the legendary Joe.
I couldn't hear what.
You forgot about the legendary Joe.
How dare you, Alex? How dare you? Well, before I do my shout-outs, I have a little gift from Luke John. Actually, he sent me this picture. It's from tonight's.
Oh, wait, hold on. We got to bring you up.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I don't have anything on me.
Where's me? I don't see.
How did you? Beer Man walked away unscathed.
Oh, there's me. What the hell?
Beer Man already looks like a Muppet.
That's courtesy of Luke
That's
John.
Luke John, huh? Holy shit.
Watch out when Luke John's in the chat. He'll make you a little Muppet. I just have to share it.
Yeah, he's into some.
It's a happy universe.
Shout out to Luke John.
Cheers to Luke John.
But shout out to me.
Alex, I want. What does that say, Alex? I want. What?
Alex something.
Beer Man said. I mean, Beer Man. See now, look at it.
Damn it.
Yeah, the Beer Patrol says unbelievable, Alex.
Unbelievable. Tar and feather, Beer Man. Oh no.
I don't really have shout outs. I got my beer bowl discussions was ever done in like 2 weeks.
You really do, man.
Instagram, Philly Cricker 87. I'll shout out Craig. Camp Beer.
Yeah.
Good dude. He
Good dude.
does beer reviews, does his sometimes he goes live Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes kind of switches up, sometimes Sundays. Just kind of a little hangout session. Hang out with Jagman, all them Jagman's always on there. He's a cool dude. I don't think Jagman has a channel though, but
JV.
Dude. Oh yeah, JV's Hangouts. Check out
Hell
JV.
yeah, dude.
He does his Friday night little hangout session. Somebody check on Tanner.
Up to everybody.
Jordy's cool. Check out Jordy's.
Jordy's Dan.
Yeah, he's cool. He does a lot of. Doesn't really do too many. He does beer reviews here and there, and just kind of does open panel kind of thing.
And he speaks Scottish.
He does, yeah.
My God, it's Thomas Meadows, 75.
Did anyone shout out Dickie? Dickie's beer reviews.
Oh yeah, man.
Dickie's beer reviews. Check him out. He went live a couple weeks, about a month or two ago, I think. It was pretty cool to see him doing a little live.
Okay, so back in the day, Dickie, like, this was like before everybody like had a fucking live stream. Some people have 2 live streams now every week. So I would like Dickie would like pop up like going live. I'd be like,
yeah,
oh, sweet. I'd be on it like he'd be on for like 3 minutes. I'd be like, go to the bathroom or something, right? I get out of the bathroom, I jump on, and just I jump on. Oh, I'm just about to shut. It's like you've only been on for fucking 4 minutes.
Oh no!
You're fucking live for like
quick
fucking
and
4
concise.
minutes. Okay, a little bit. No, I gotta go.
It's like my lover.
Dickie's like under 10-minute live streams. Great.
Yeah, you're still. Yeah. But yeah, I
He's the
think
winner.
everyone kind of shouted everyone out. So thanks for having me, BuMpy, and cheers to the chat. Cheers to the panel, and
You were an easy one to push out, Josh.
Tanner. Hopefully you're doing all right over there. Cheers to you, Joe. How do you let Joe in your chat?
And Thrash Life. Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to Thrash Life. He's got his Thrash Talk.
Oh yeah, Thrash.
Forgot about Thrash.
Thrash Talk Saturday and Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Hashtag Cheerio.
That's actually a great.
It's
It's like Trash Talk, but it's Thrash Talk. That's so. I love that.
Your thumb.
I guess I'll do a shout out. If
Shout out
Josh
to
is
Santa
done.
Claus.
You're cut me.
I can hear you kid in the background. He wants Santa back.
Yeah, because he probably wants to hang out with Santa.
No, first and foremost, I'd love to shout out my heterosexual partner in life, Mike. The other half of FLX Beer Reviews.
Oh.
Go spam his Untapped. Cornelius Jenkins. If you use Untapped, go spam it. Just spam it.
Okay.
Do it. But yeah, I'd like to shout out Mike. Yeah. I wish he could be part of these streams. Unfortunately, his hours and days off don't coincide with mine.
Yeah, but legendary Mike comes on my stream sometimes with you, legendary Dan.
Yeah, that's because you're his favorite, and you're vice versa. Anyways,
Appreciate you, Dan. Your trick.
yeah. Be on the lookout for some content from BuMpY-Palooza. It was a great time. I know that myself and Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews have started doling out some content, as most of the footage was captured on our cameras and memory cards and all that. I don't know when it's going to pop up for some people. We just kind of free for all. We're not really saying, it has to be up at this time this year or whatever. But yeah, a lot of good content. Although I will say a little less content than one would desire. I wish I had more content with a lot of the folks there. But it just came down to we're just holy cow. Hey, what's going on out there? Sounds crazy.
Santa.
Hey, still
Want to see
live
if
streaming.
or left any presents
thing.
for him.
And no, but we did a lot of hanging out, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just really wish I had a lot more content with some of the people there. But I'll just shout out everyone that attended BuMpY-Palooza. I'll shout out Dismayed Tanner, who has now disappeared from the stream because I've upset him so much by calling out his double dipping of questions. And BuMpy, I love you, brother. He's making a mean brisket. And yeah, Beer Patrol, of course, check him out, all that stuff. I'm down the Alex route. I don't know when to stop talking, so just cut me off right now.
All right, I'm signing you off. I do wish that Tanner would come back so he could, be here.
I can wait.
But anyways,
I think I've upset him.
Tanner, come back.
No, I don't know if Tanner's upset or not. Tanner should know. Tanner should know because he hung out with us at BTP, and he knows that Joe says harsh things. But
No, he doesn't really.
But it's under a loving heart.
Listen, Tanner found me passed out. And said, "I'm gonna take this man's shoes off for him."
That's right. And then he came out and he bragged about it.
Hey Dan, do you think you'll be on
And
my
we were all
out?
kind of like, Tanner, that's kind of fucking creepy.
Stop marking me.
Dan, do you
Alex, Thursday nights, I probably won't be available till
You're never
midnight the
supposed to
earliest.
pass out.
until what?
I won't be available till midnight the earliest.
Well, yeah, but
If
you
you're
always. I don't leave until 1, 2 o'clock anyway. So you get.
So my promos are I'm putting out videos every day. I got this live stream 8 p.m. Eastern time as the start of the show. It's called New Brew. Just bring a new beer that you've never had before. And yes, it has to be a beer. I'm not doing liquor and stuff like that. So
Yes.
a new beer that you've never had before. 3-part show, as you guys have seen tonight. Those that are here, anybody that's watched the show and you've actually ended up at this part, good Lord, you have no fucking life. And yeah, just I appreciate everybody for being here. So shout out to everybody that's on panel, including Tanner. Hey, and yeah, just thank you guys. So just to run through everybody that's here once again, we do have Tanner, East Coast LQ Reviews. Check out his channel, please. Great lives that he does and great reviews on both beer and liquor. You got Dan, he's the other half of FLX Beer Reviews. Check out their channel. That's Dan and Mike. FLX Beer Reviews, great channel. It's nice to just see people having fun. They're just a good watch in the whole vast sea of beer reviews. You know what I mean? You got channels kind of like mine where I'm more or less just talking about the damn beer and very dry about it. Especially if it's a dry beer, dry beer. Makes your palate very dry. But they bring fun to the whole thing. The Beer Patrol Joe in the chat, he's not up in panel, but he does solo beer reviews as well, but he's very knowledgeable and he can talk, and that guy can just talk and he just makes sense. He just keeps rolling words out and knowledge, basically. Maybe it might be knowledge. I don't know. He'd have to watch one episode many times to pick out every single thing that he says. But check his channel out. Great guy. Glad I've been able to meet him. Hope to see him again as well. Hopefully I didn't come off too weird with him. And
Joe just spills a lot of beer on his reviews. If you want to see,
he's got napkins. But thanks to Ridgeopolis, Beer Patrol now carries napkins with him. Except when I needed a napkin, he did not have one handy for me. Last beer, Josh, check his channel out. He does his beer bowl discussions on Sundays when he does them. 8 p.m. Eastern, or 7:30 sometimes too. I don't know. He's kind of changed up here and there, but sometime around 7:30 to 8 p.m. on Sundays, if he does a live. I wish that he would do some just recorded videos and just put them out because he is very knowledgeable on beer, and he's a fun guy. He's not really a mushroom, but
he's a
fun guy. Hey, Baba the Boop.
We got miscellaneous brew reviews.
Fucking amusement clown.
Got a miscellaneous Magnets channel out there as well, Magnet Fish and stuff like that. He doesn't know kind of where he's at. He's in his own little thing right now, but still check out his channels. He's got stuff that's already up there. If you haven't subscribe to him and watch his stuff, his content that he already has up. And you never know, he might put out some newer stuff. He does gaming and stuff as well. So if you're into that, and gaming music. A bunch of miscellaneous shit. That's why his name's miscellaneous.
No.
Got Alex the Bear Master. This guy, Jesus Christ, does he love food? But yeah, he's a land shark. He will eat anything and everything, and then you'll see him eating again.
Guy pack his own lunch.
Yeah. So he does he does beer reviews and stuff as well. You'll catch him sometime over with his friend BJ. BJ has his own channel, right?
Yeah.
BJ's, what's it called? BJ Drinks Beer.
Yep.
So
not an only thing.
You'll catch BJ and Alex together sometimes doing beer reviews. It's very cool. Then you got Alex. He does his own beer reviews by himself. Plus, he has his live shows where he does Alex and Friends Thursday nights, where between, we'll just say 10 and 11 is the start. Usually runs till the wee hours of maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning or so. That's his Alex and Friends live show. It's basically just a hangout. So go check that out if you want to, especially if you have nothing else to do. He'll tell you don't have to drink if you don't want to, but you should. And then he also has his Good Fridays, so check that out, 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday nights is the start of the Fruit Fries. Always a different theme. Sometimes we might revisit, but it's always a good time, anyways. With Alex,
It is a revisit every now and then. That's true.
You got Beer Man here. He's got multiple channels. I'm not going to shout them all out, but he's fantastic at making his beer videos.
Multiple channels.
If you want to just check out a channel that, hey, he's doing beer reviews, but then he's throwing so much into the editing process and just throwing in extra goodies and just making it fun and interesting to watch. This is the guy right here, Beer Man.
Not lately.
But he's got a lot of videos out there. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting stuff that he puts out with his editing skills. I wish I had the knowledge and the patience to do that stuff. I don't. So
Cheers, BuMpy. Thank
and
you.
plus his live streams, Beer and Cheese Tuesdays, fantastic. I love that. It's like one of my favorite lives to go on because I've gotten so into cheese. Like I used to like only a certain couple cheeses and just trying different cheeses. There's some that I definitely hate. It's like I know I hate it. I'm gonna try it anyway. I really hate it. But I found some other cheese styles I do like, and also beer. It's like pairing. It's like one of the funnest things I did with my wife on one of our anniversary dates, get-togethers. We went to Vermont. Was a wine and cheese pairing, and it was free. We just went there and we did it, and they said, okay, here's the cheeses, here's the wines, and we want you to taste. And that was super fun for me because it was like, oh, this is just so cool. So I love that show. And then his I like your style on Wednesday. Yeah, Illis. It's Freddy Krueger, like you said, coming up for this Wednesday. So that's always a fun show too. Early start, that was 6 p.m. Eastern, so it
That's
goes
3 p.m. for him.
Yeah, it's a really early start. That's like dinner time. Sometimes I'm like running to turn my stuff on to join the show, and I've got like a chicken wing hanging out of my mouth.
No, brother.
You got Thomas Metal 75 over here live shows Wednesdays when he can make it. He's got his band as well. He's got band practice, things like that.
Yeah, we're good this week and probably next week.
Yeah, and also beer reviews, Massachusetts beer reviews. So definitely check his channel out. His friend Dave, I don't believe has a channel.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm trying to get
Not
a push
yet.
to make it.
Dave's beer reviews. Can't wait to try them out.
No, it's not your beer review. It's not your beer.
Hey.
It's not beer review.
He makes nacho plates like BuMpy, and he pairs them with the beer. He would be good at that.
And I've gone on way too long.
Oh,
here.
Beer Man play
I
harmonica.
just want to appreciate.
Wait a minute.
I just want to appreciate everybody that's been joining
Beer,
us.
thank you, BuMpy.
So thank you guys for showing up for this show. Everybody in the chat, everybody that's been watching, super appreciate it. We're almost going on 2 hours here, so I think that gives us time. If anybody wants to join up in the for like the after hangout, let me know. We have room for a few more. We can hold 10 people. We got room for a couple.
10, yeah.
Alex, if you want to go ahead and take us out.
All right. This is Alex, the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex, Beer Master, signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Let's enjoy some short stacks. Yeah. And chicks.
Yeah, we'll do our best. We'll try.
Plan, I guess.
It's difficult.